Young people are such a critical part of any society, and there are estimated 13 to 15,000 young people who are experiencing homelessness on their own in this state. There are all sorts of studies out there that show that young people who experience homelessness as young people are highly likely to experience homelessness as adults. We were really fortunate to have a public-private partnership that allowed us to offer an opportunity to communities in Washington state to become what we call an anchor community, which is a community that was willing to step forward, say, we recognize we have a problem with young people experiencing homelessness in our community. We want to do something about it. Walla Walla is a small rural community, but it covers a vast amount of land, which frankly makes it really challenging when you're talking about what young people are faced with when they are without homes in a community that doesn't have any public transportation. It's also a community that's really disparate. There are some people there who are quite well off, and then folks who are having more difficult lives.
15 years ago, young people were living in parks behind storage sheds, doing what they had to survive. Those of us that were working here in the community, we could go through our day and really not interact with young people that were experiencing homelessness. As a community, we weren't responding. And then we started to just educate our community and just say, hey, did you know that this is happening here? As we moved into the Anchor Community Initiative, saying it's not just about housing, but it's about all the other supports too.
Our core team meets twice a month for an hour and a half each time. We are really action-oriented. The core team is composed of folks from different organizations throughout Walla Walla County, as well as young people that are also a part of our Youth Action Board.
Hi everyone, I'm Esther Taylor, she, her pronouns, and I'm glad to be here with each and every one of you this evening.
I'm Justin, I'm a guy. I guess I do the same stuff as Esther.
Esther and Justin are both part of the core team. Both are really energetic and they're great advocates for the work that we're doing.
I like trying to fix the system that I went through and like try to make it better. Most of the time with systems like this, you have a bunch of old boomers putting what they think they know into action, and a lot of the time that doesn't work. If you have like people that have been through the system putting their ideas into it, then you can really figure out what people like and don't like and what does and doesn't work. And you can't really do that if you don't have feedback from the group that you're trying to help.
So this is our April data for unaccompanied youth and young adults experiencing homelessness in Walla Walla County. Blue is our inflow, orange is our active, and then green is our outflow. There was 8 youth and young adults that outflowed to permanent housing in April, which is beautiful. Does someone want to read our current goal? Go for it, Esther.
Walla Walla will achieve functional zero by December 15th, 2022.
In order to achieve functional zero, we have to address disproportionality, and we can't have a large number of unknowns in our gender identity, sexual orientation, or race and ethnicity data. Too large of unknowns make that disproportionality kind of invisible.
How can we make sure that if you want to collect sexual orientation data, for example, how can we make sure it's reliable? Because that's something that I can see people lying with really easily if it's not something they feel if it's not safe for them to talk about, if you will. When I first started staying there, I mean, I'd say maybe 50% of the people were cool, 50% were like, what the heck is this? You know, there were pride flags and whatnot everywhere, but that didn't mean too much in reality. So I think it's just actually getting people who are comfortable is going to be more important than trainings or flags or whatever.
Yeah, it's a really good point.
The independent youth.
2 years ago, I was looking for an internship for my degree, strategic communication. I wanted to do something based around foster care and youth homelessness since I've been through both. It's important to have people that have a personal experience with homelessness, and no one's experience should be overlooked or generalized. One thing that's highly crucial about this type of work that we do is acceptance. We live in a society that does not know how to accept people for how they identify, how they've dealt with their trauma, etc. We're always like, this is the right way to handle things. Like, there's actually no blueprint. You know, if you're really honest, everyone's life is so different.
This group of people needs case management. It should not just be get you housed and then move on.
It's about having resources as well that will work with you even after your house. It's like, hey, we got you. If you need food or, you know, need a gift card, like Mike has hooked me up with gift cards before, like even though I'm housed, you know, it's just like the support like that that really makes a difference. So, being a part of the Anchor Community Initiative here in Walla Walla has really lit a fire in me even more, and has really solidified why I'm here doing this work and why I want to do it more in the future.
These are our core people right here that's sitting on this table in front of you. So I think we just need to continue to push each other forward in this work, and all of you are doing that already. So really thank you for keeping me going in this, but we just need to keep pushing each other forward but setting our goal high. This is our low barrier shelter for people of all ages above 18. There's quite a few huts, there's quite a few spaces for people to live. It's just somewhere you can come if you truly need a place to go, and there's quite a few different services and things that they can access. So you're talking to our employment team.
Yes.
What do you need as far as work goes? Do you have everything you need?
I have my social security number memorized. I have my birth certificate in the office here on my file, and I have my ID, so I have the two forms of ID for that part, plus knowing my social number.
And do you not have your social card though?
No.
Oh, okay. When you start work, a lot of times they're going to want you to have an ID and a social security card.
Yeah.
Not just the number.
They said as long as I had two forms most places, which the birth certificate counts as the second form, but as long as I know the number.
Yeah. And so are you thinking about working like 20 hours a week then?
Yeah.
This is what we call our little homes here. We're thankful because we don't have to be out in the cold, the rain, or any of that. This one actually is a remodeled one because it actually had bed bugs before I came back. This is actually one of the nicer ones that we have right now.
Is it a lot different than being out on the street?
Yes, actually it is. Out there's no rules and the chaos and everything. In here we have to follow and respect each other, we have to learn what to deal with each other's boundaries. We're like roommates because we share the common room where we all charge, the bathrooms, everything. We just we're a tiny community. We try to make this place look nice. We call it home even though it's not technically home, but it's still where we lay our heads at night, and gotta have respect in that.
In this apartment for about 2.5 years. I love the vibe here, very peaceful. I graduated on June 12th with my bachelor's degree in strategic communication. I have to be moved out of the day after I graduate. I'm excited for what's next. Just hoping for the best and definitely continuing the career path of being in advocacy work to change the foster care system and end youth homelessness. I wanted to be somebody, and I refuse to allow what I've been through to take that away from me.
Esther Marie Taylor.
I worked way too hard for all of this, so I deserve nothing but success.
Woo! Woo! That's right! Yes!